please begin to start to clear the competition pool. Once again, the time is almost 9:50. Please begin to clear the competition pool. Coaches and swimmers, the time is now officially 9:50. The competition pool is now officially closed. Swimmers, please note that lanes A, B, C, and lane 1 will remain open for the duration of the session for warm-up and warm-down. Test, 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 test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, test, test, test.
Good morning and welcome to the WPI Sports and Recreation Complex here in Worcester, Massachusetts. It is the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships alongside Nicole Miller. I am Jeremy Abreu, back for our second year. These great championships. Very excited that the weather has cooperated, at least for right now. We'll see what the forecast holds for Saturday, Sunday. I'm thinking it's supposed to be it might get a little hairy on those days, but nevertheless, we're here right now. We're ready to go very shortly. We'll start off with the 200 medley relay, 5-minute break, then the 4 IM, 2 free, 50 fly, 100 breast, 2 back, 1,000 free, and that's how we will end our morning. Very excited to be with you. I, of course, from Abreu Media Productions, did the GNAC Conference Championships last year for Commissioner Joe Walsh. And Johnny Williamson, Jannard Jones, great team at the GNAC. And I was fortunate enough to have them invite me back. So for better or worse, folks, this is the voice you're going to hear a few times over the next 3 days. Jump into that live chat on YouTube. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who you want to give a shout-out to. We're all about the shout-outs here. Like to give all of these good student athletes all the recognition that they can get.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's preliminary session of the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships, hosted by WPI. As a friendly reminder, the Great Northeast Athletic Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated, as well as public intoxication, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the site of competition, and other disciplinary actions may incur. To begin this morning's prelim session, we will be starting with event 1, women 200-yard medley relay, with our B and C relays only.
So the B and C relays only in this 200 medley relay to start. You get your lane assignments on the screen. We're using 8 lanes here today at WPI. So there was no need to use the 10 lanes. So we're going 8 lanes here this weekend. We already have some people chiming in. DB chiming in. Nice to see you again. Go Norwich. Lloyd Letourneau's watching in Maine, cheering on the Monks. Here we go, folks. Heat number... Oh, that's not right. Hold on. What's going on here? Why is my... All right, so we got the Monks are supposed to be... The Monks are in lane 5. WPI is in lane 6. So there we go. We just have St. Joseph's and WPI here in this first heat. It's WPI off to the fast start. They'll be the first to get their breaststroker into the water. So WPI leading the way, followed by St. Joseph's College. So WPI does have some swimmers and some entries that do participate in this meet as exhibition only. So the WPI swimmers, even if they win, they cannot win any medals or make finals or anything like that. They're just getting some work in since it is their home pool. And here we go. WPI continues to lead the way, followed by St. Joseph's. So Lloyd Letourneau, Kevin Farris is back in the house. Derek Davis rooting on the Monks from Scarborough, Maine as well. A lot of Monks fans already on here. All right. I see the Monks are going to bring it here this weekend. We have, as you can imagine, on a Friday where there was bad weather yesterday, not a very big crowd here at WPI in person. It's Friday. The weather was kind of crappy. We have about 25 people in the building, and we have way more people online. So, again, if you're just joining us, we're live at the WPI Sports and Rec Center here on the campus of Worcester Polytech in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Championships. I don't know why my lane was showing the wrong lane there. We'll have to fix this. But here comes St. Joseph's. Believe that's Davis in the water. Some of these relays I get names for, some I don't. We know that those graphics showed up on the wrong lane, so we're gonna figure that out. There are your results. At the beginning, there's always some crazy things technically that happen that challenge us. I think they're having a little bit of a challenge down on the timers table with the data, so bear with us. You know, it's Friday, day one of these conference championships. Technical issues always happen. So just bear with them on the table. They're trying to get that straightened out. Doesn't look like they've straightened it out yet. They're fixing it. So you'll have to take my word here that this is WPI in lane 6 and 7.
Now swimming in lane 6, WPIB, and in lane 7, WPIC.
So this is just WPI in the water right now. Derek Davis checked in. Jen Stoddard from Buffalo, New York, cheering on Norwich. Kevin Farris. I remember Kevin in Texas. Are you in Austin? I forget exactly where you are in Texas. So we got the timer running and connected. We're just trying to, we might have to wait till the next heat to make sure to see what the data is. That, you know, there's always an issue here, folks. The first day, it's like the first day jinx. But right now we got two WPI teams in the water. Leander, that's right, because I told you somebody at my work, a friend of mine lives in Leander. I was just in Austin 3 weeks ago for work in the Domain area. Very nice. Had a good time, although it was work. WPI still leading the way.
50 yards to go, splitting a 25-18. WPIC falling behind with a 25-77.
This is not.
And unofficially taking.
So I got to shift that down to, I guess.
6 with the time of 1:42.00. WPIB. At this time, we will now be taking a 5-minute break. We resume today's session at 10:12.
So they will be taking a break. I'm going to take this break with them, folks, so we can get this all figured out. We'll be back at WPI for the GNAC 2025 championships. All right, folks, we're back. Still battling through some technical difficulties here. This is heat 1 of the 4IM. Riley Apta in lane 5. Sylvia Valeria Estrada in lane 6. Tiffany Tumbley in 7. And Jenna Silva in lane 8. So that's lane 5 leading the way. Apt 108.68 heading into the backstroke. So just bear with us with our data. We'll get this figured out. Lane 6 now taking over the lead. That's Valeria Avila Estrada. From Albertus Magnus, came in with a 4:53.73. Looking strong here in this 4IM. 4IM always, the IM event's always my favorite events. Really have to have a mastery of all 4 strokes. Valeria Avila Estrada still leading the way. Valeria Avila Estrada from Albertus Magnus. 50 to go here. Good job by her in this 4IM. This is heat 1 of 2 of the 4IM. So again, we're working on graphics. We don't have graphics right now. But there we go, 5:04.85 for Valeria Avila Estrad. Her name is cut off on my sheet here. I believe that's Sylvia.
With a time of 5:04.85. In lane 6, Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrad from AMC Connecticut.
So we'll be moving into heat number 2. We'll have Sophia Nyland in lane 4, Kaylin Creel in 5, Lotta DiMascola in 6, Shaylin Humphrey in 7, and Rain Sorensen in lane 8. Off and running. Again, we're still working on the graphics, folks. Seems to be an IP configuration issue.
In lane 4, Sophia Nyland. Lane 5, Kaylin Creel. Lane 6, Lotta DiMascola.
Lane 7, Kaylin Humphrey. Lane 8, Renee Sarson.
Good start here. Lane 7, it's Shaylin Humphrey from Simmons. All right, so folks, I may need to run down to the scorers table quickly to get an IP address here. We are connected in through the public address system. So you'll get your lane assignments, but I may need to step away for a second again. Totally sorry. Sometimes these technical issues happen no matter how much you plan. We did dry runs here like last 2 days, and of course on game day, things happen. So I'm going to step away. You're not going to miss any of the action. You'll get your lane assignments from the PA announcer, and I will be right back.
And unofficially taking Heat 2 with a time of 5:06.70. Over in lane 7, Kalen Humphrey. My apologies. A correction, unofficially taking Heat 2 and your top overall seed going into tonight with a time of 4:46.14 in lane 6 from WPI, Lotta Di Mascalo. The next event is event 6, men 400-yard IM.
So we're back, folks. Still working on those graphics.
Heat 1.
Do not have graphics yet, but we have an IT team working on it. Seems there was some IP issues which they're trying to resolve.
Now swimming in lane 3, Josh Dion. Lane 4, Braden Scott. Lane 5, Artie Abrams. Lane 6, Cody Werner. Lane 7, Daniel Corey. Lane 8, Andrew Clark. And in lane 9, Gregory DeMayer.
400 IM, event 6. Artie Abrams leading the way. Abrams in 5. Corey in 7. Leading the way right now. Corey from WPI. Looks like he has moved into the lead. Corey, Abrams, and Clark. 1, 2, and 3 right now. Corey continues to take that lead into the breaststroke here. He's followed by Andrew Clark from Norwich in lane 8. Artie Abrams, also from Norwich in lane 5. Corey continuing to lead here. as Corey has now made that transition into freestyle. Corey came in with a 4:26.05. Looks like that's lane 9, Greg DeMeyer from Norwich. Finishing up the breaststroke here. But right now it remains Corey, Abrams, and Clark. So Corey will take the heat, 4:16.71. Clark will take second, and Abrams will take third. We could have our graphics next heat back, so bear with us.
Unofficially taking heat 1 with a time of 4:16.71 from WPI, Daniel Corey.
Nicole Miller doing a great job here on production. Lindsay Bailey? Lindsay Bailey's here on camera, giving you those good tight follow shots of these swimmers. As Dion will finish up, let's see when we move on to our next.
The next event is event 7, women 200-yard freestyle. There will be 3 heats.
Here we go. We are back in business, folks. Big. Now I can stop sweating. Heat 7. Event 7, heat 1 of 3. It's a women's 200-yard freestyle. There are your lane assignments. Miller in 4, Grech in 5, Taylor in 6, Gosselin in 7, Paul Tranieri in 8, Plasiak in 9. So these, when you're dealing with anything that touches the internet, as those of you who are in IT or maybe not even in IT know, I'll tell you, sometimes it's just a flip of the coin whether things are going to work the way you want them to work. And fortunately, we're back in business here. So this will be event 7, heat 1 of 3. If you're just joining us, we're live at WPI, the Sports and Rec Center, here in a little bit of a snowy Worcester, Massachusetts, for the 2025 GNAC Swimming and Diving Conference Championship. Diving starts tomorrow, so no diving today. We are tracking some severe weather for Saturday night into Sunday. The weather forecast does not look very good for Worcester. It never looks good for Worcester.
Heat 1.
Tracking, I don't know, it depends on what forecast you look at, anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow, potentially. So we'll see what happens here, but we're ready to rock with heat 1 of the girls, 2 free.
Now swimming in lane 4, Samantha Miller. Lane 5, Alyssa Grech. Lane 6, Callie Taylor. Lane 7, Anna Russell. Lane 8, Charlotte.
Taylor and Gosselin out to the fast starts here. Lane 6 and 7. The 200-yard freestyle at one point used to be considered almost, I wouldn't say a distance event, but maybe like a mid-distance event. It is an all-out sprint now. Taylor leading the way after 50. She's out in a 28:12. Gosselin's right there with her, though, in lane 7. Kevin Farah says 75 degrees. Kevin, I'll tell you, when I was in Austin a few weeks ago, it was not great weather. It was like in the mid-50s, unfortunately. Taylor will be your leader at the halfway mark. She'll check in with a 59:07. Gosselin's just under 2 seconds behind. Grech, little under 4.5 seconds behind. But Callie Taylor looking good. freshman from Brattleboro, Vermont, majoring in elementary education. So she's got 50 to go. Goslin from Norwich is in second. She's looking good right now as well. She's a sophomore. She's a nurse in the U.S. Army, currently in ROTC from Lisbon, Connecticut. But right now, it's all Taylor all the time here in Heat 1. So it will be Callie Taylor, 2:04.07. That's a best time. Nice job by Taylor, over 3 seconds. Goslin takes second. So Callie Taylor, your Heat winner. Greg comes in third as we get ready to move on to Heat 2. I know, it figures, right, Kevin? I was there for the one cold stretch of the year. The highest temperature in Austin when I was there was like 58. So, yeah. As Plaziak will finish up in lane 9, 2:44.19, and we'll get ready to move on to Heat 2. All best times in that heat. So every swimmer that swam right there had a best time. As we move into Heat number 2, there are your lane assignments. Johnny McGillis from Elms comes in with the top time here for Heat 2, 2:06.86. She's in lane 6, got the green cap on, and really good start. So good reaction time there by McGillis, really strong off the blocks. Jenna Sheeta right there with her, and actually Sheeta's taken over the lead. So Jenna Sheeta from Norwich will be our leader after 50.
At this time, the results are in for head 6, men 400-yard IM. Swimming in your A final, Gregory DeMare, Hernan Scott, Josh Dan, Cody Werner.
Jenna's a senior. She's an intelligence officer in the U.S. Air Force, majoring in neuroscience and psychology from Goffstown, New Hampshire. So she's in a good battle here with McGillis from Elms. They're separated by 17/100ths of a second. McGillis is a junior from Katy, Texas. Fun fact, she lives on a boat. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe she's got one of those houseboats. So we have the intelligence officer against the girl who lives on a boat, and the girl who lives on a boat. It is Joni McGillis. She has taken over the lead with 50 to go, so great job here by McGillis. Joni is looking great here. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that because we have another Joni that pronounces it differently, and sometimes it's tough to keep those in your head, but Joni McGillis will be your Heat 2 winner, 2:06.19 for McGillis. Sheeta will take second. So best times for your top 3 swimmers. Let's see if it's top 4. Yes. So your top 4 swimmers all with best times here. As we move on to Heat 3. But it is Joni McGillis, your Heat 2 winner.
Heat 2 with a time of 2:06.19. In lane 6, Joni McGillis.
As we get ready for our third and final heat. There are your lane assignments. Here's our top seed, Carly Quinlan from Simmons. She's a junior nursing major from Haverhill, Massachusetts. I love how when people see that word, they would say Haverhill. We have some of the weirdest towns and pronunciations. Worcester. Worcester. We're off and running on E3. Carly Quinlan, look at that start and turn. So she's lightning fast in and out of those walls. She came in with a 155.23. And look at the separation she has gained already. 50 yards into this 200. 26-13 for Quinlan. Barry Ruiz is second. Eureka is third. But right now, it is all Quinlan all the time here. Let's see. I mean, she's out like she's trying to, like, get an NCAA cut here. She is flying. I know. NCAA cut right around a 152. Quinlan has the conference record already. She said it last year, 154. So she's out in a 54.92. So Carly Quinlan really setting the pace here. With 50 to go, she's at a 124.25. It's going to be close. She's going 28s, 29s. She just went a 29.33. Her conference record, again, 154.44. Nope, we don't want that. And she goes a 154.31, a new conference record. So she breaks her old conference record by 13/100ths of a second. Barry Ruiz takes second, so Simmons well positioned for this 2 free finals tonight. Eureka takes third. It was. Conference record for Carly Quinlan from Simmons.
Just broke the conference record. Congratulations, Carly.
Congratulations, Carly. You broke your own record. Jessica Chrisman will finish up for the Monks from St. Joseph's, 245.61.
Swimmers, please clear the pool. The next event is event 8, men 200-yard freestyle. There will be 3 heats.
So good performance there by Quinlan. As we move into the men, Gavin McCullough from WPI lane 6 has the top time, 147.40. Chris Capon from the University of St. Joseph's in lane 4. Rikin Venema from Norwich in lane 9. And then in lanes 5 through 8, it's all WPI. Samuel Witcher, Gavin McCullough, Jack Brazer, Angelo Reed. Good crowd on the live stream here. Almost up to 75 people. Again, folks, don't be shy. Jump into that live chat. Tell me who you are, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give them a shout out. The WPI trio leading the way right now. It was Angelo Reed. It looks like it's Samuel Witcher right now in lane 5. Or Gavin McCullough in 6. It's going to be McCullough touching first at the halfway mark. 52.06 for McCullough. Witcher in second, Reed third. So top 3 swimmers separated by just under a second and a half. McCullough's holding on to that lead. Gavin McCullough in lane 6. Samuel Witcher in lane 5. 50 to go. McCullough with that turn. 0.6 ahead of Witcher. Jack Brazier has moved up into third. Angelo Reed drops down into fourth. 25 to go, and it looks like McCullough will take this opening heat of the men's 200 freestyle. McCullough was a 147.40, adds a little bit, 148.35. Witcher has a PR there, 149.87, as does Angelo Reed. So those were your top three. Excuse me, Brazier was third. Reed was fourth. So Witcher, Capon, Reed, and Venema all with best times there as we move into Heat 2. Tanner Rogers is checking in from Haley, Idaho. That's a city I haven't heard of. Cheering on Norwich, including her daughter, Mason Rogers. All right. Mason Rogers getting a shout out from mom, Tanner, out in Haley, Idaho. Sounds like an awesome place. Like I think of Haley, Idaho, and I think of like nice woods, a log cabin, right? Log cabin, maybe? You know, a lot of wildlife, hawks and eagles and deers and bears running around everywhere. Hayden Greenfield from WPI leading the way early. He's in lane 6. Idaho is a state that I've never been. Have you been, Nicole? Nicole hasn't been either. Lindsay, have you been to Idaho? Lindsay hasn't either. We got to get to Idaho. Maybe the three of us will take a trip. Maybe a little hiking expedition in Idaho. What's that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Greenfield leading the way at the halfway mark, 49.70. Riendo and Salima, second and third. Oh, this is Alex Salima at Norwich. All right, I know Alex. If Alex's parents are, I believe Alex went to Bishop Hendricken down in Rhode Island, swam in New England swimming. Good to see Alex landing at Norwich. Must be a freshman here. Nice. Greenfield leading the way, though, followed by Riendo. Heb has moved up into third from University of St. Joseph. It will be Greenfield here, though, the winner of heat number 2. Alex Salima sneaks up and takes second, so nice job. PRs all the way around here. Greenfield, Salima, and Heb, 1, 2, and 3 as we move into our third and final heat. Luke Calera watching from Storrs, Connecticut, home of the national champion UConn men's basketball Huskies. Rooting for his daughter, Isabella Castrillo. Heat 3, there are your lane assignments. Top seed, Christian Adlianitsky from Norwich, 144.64. Lane 5 is open, so no Nicholas Braun here. So Adlianitsky in 6, Drew Bilo in 7. They're your leaders right now. Stroke for stroke here. Separated by 5/100ths of a second. Adlianitsky in lane 6 from Norwich, followed by Bilo, both looking really strong. Adlianitsky, a sophomore, commissioned as a reserve cyber officer in the United States Marine Corps from Cheshire, Connecticut. Here's a fun fact for Adlianitsky. He was 5'4" as a sophomore in high school, and now he stands 6'5" as a sophomore in college. That is pretty wild. That's some pretty good growth. Drew Bilo, who is in second, first-year U.S. Naval officer, mechanical engineering major from Monroe, Michigan. He was born in Daegu, South Korea. So there we go, some fun facts around your top two swimmers, and it's going to be Christian Adlianitsky. He won't get a PR here, but he will be the top time, 146.12. Bilo takes second. And Rowe takes third. That's Keegan Rowe from WPI. As we are already into the 50 butterfly, there will be 2 heats. They will clear the pool. So I'm full of fun facts here, folks.
50-yard butterfly. There will be 2 heats.
There are your lane assignments. Haley Stuck from Simmons, 28.69. She's swimming on a lane 6.
Now swimming in lane 3, Gloria Sama. Lane 4, Sherry Williams. Lane 5, Rhea Picharek. Lane 6, Haley Stuck.
So Haley Stuck, the leader at the 25-yard mark. I don't know if I even, she may have taken one breath. Let's see. There's a breath right there. She won't breathe again. She's got some heat by Pekarsik, and it is Stuck. 28.37. Pekarchak takes second. Kelly takes third. So Haley Stuck, 28.37. She's your Heat 1 winner. It's always amazing to watch these sprinters, especially in the butterfly event. They may take one breath or 2 breaths the whole race. Here's our number 1 seed, though. Alina Nemchek from the University of St. Joseph. 28.62. So watch that reaction time by Nemchek. Great reaction time also from Joni McGillis. She's right back in the water from Elms. Kelleher out to that quick start, as is Camelia Hanna from Simmons. Is it gonna be Hanna? No, it's Kelleher. She'll edge her out, 27.69. Hanna takes second, Nemchek third. So Kelleher looks like she'll be the number 1 seed in tonight's finals. Tom Hanna checking in, Southern New Hampshire, cheering for Simmons and Camelia Hanna. Well, Tom, good timing there. She came in second. She had a best time there, 27.93, as we move to the men's 50-yard butterfly. There are your lane assignments. Martin Adlianitsky from Norwich comes in 24.93. Martin, a senior architecture major. Of course, we just saw his brother, Christian, a few heats ago. Now we see Martin here in the 50 fly. Martin is leading the way. Conference record 22:40. He's not going to get that, but he finishes up at a 23:99. Mahaichek takes second, Carrier third. So Alianitsky 23:99. We'll clear the pool for Heat 2. And our top seed, who is Cody Werner, comes in with the 24:82. So he's going to have to score a best time here to get that number one seed after Adlianitsky's 23:99 we just saw. Good start there by Werner. Aiden Domenico from WPI, our leader at the halfway mark. Really strong underwaters there by Domenico. And that's going to propel Aiden Domenico from WPI to victory here. Werner will take second from Regis. Patrick Tersch from WPI takes third. Everybody, 75% of the swimmers there with best times. As we move rapid fire, Tersch will not be the number one seed because they are not doing finals. So that still will be Adlianitsky. Here are your lane assignments for Heat 1 of the women's 100-yard breaststroke.
Now swimming in lane 4, Mason Rogers. Lane 5, Renee Sorsen. Lane 6, Olivia Luno. Lane 7, Ali Givenko. And in lane 9, Jessica Chrisman. Attention coaches and swimmers. At this time, the results are in for event 7, women 200-yard freestyle. Coming in at your second alternate, Ella McKenzie. In your first alternate, Jessica Chrisman. Swimming in your B final, Brenna Plazek, Jess Merrill, Samantha Miller, Nicole Izari, Emily Bayer, Julia Violet, Kylie Matthews, and Charlotte Poltonari. Swimming in your A final, Alexa Gretsch, Amy Memka, Anna Goslin, Jenna Chita, Isabel Berry-Rees, Joni McGillis, Callie Taylor, and your top seed with a time of 1:54.31 from Simmons University, Carly Quinnan.
Here comes Ali Givenko. Actually, no, is that Ali Givenko? The cap threw me off there. It's Olivia Luna from Regis. I'll tell you, I saw the silver cap. They're very similar. I'm so used to the Regis caps being like that maroon color, but I do see a lot of the Regis swimmers with the silver cap. So Olivia Luna, best time there, 1:13.44. Ali Givenko takes second. Mason Rogers takes third with the best time, 1:22.53. As we move into heat number 2. There are your lane assignments, 4 through 9. Sophie Robinson from WPI, 1:14.02. Berkeley Hutchins, 1:15.58. Berkeley Hutchins, I forget which events, but she was a multiple-time conference champion last year. Parker in 1, Estrada in 2, Robinson in 3, Hutchins in 4, Nyland in 5, and Clarissa Weaver in lane 9. So Berkeley Hutchins from St. Joseph's, the Monks, pink cap going from right to left. She is your leader. Followed closely by Robinson in lane 6. Hutchins will have that lead at the halfway mark by a solid second over Robinson. Parker from Regis is in 3rd. Hutchins, a sophomore nursing major. She actually swept the breaststroke events at last year's GNAC, so no surprise that Hutchins is out in front here. Let's keep an eye on that time. See if she'll get the number 1 seed tonight. She goes 1:12.63. That's a best time. Robinson takes second, Parker third.
And unofficially taking E2 with a time of 1:22.51 in lane 8, Sophia Island. Swimmers, please clear the pool.
So Hutchins, your heat winner, 1:12.63. Here's our top seed here, Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrada. She comes in with a 1:10. So keep an eye on her from Albertus Magnus in lane 6. She is a freshman psychology major from Zapopan, Mexico. So she's looking to make some noise here and dethrone Berkeley Hutchins. We'll see about that tonight. But first, we got to get through this prelim, this final heat of the women's 100-yard breaststroke. It is Valeria Avila Estrada leading the way here. She's got some heat from B. Eccles from Simmons. And Eccles is actually your leader by 3/100ths of a second at the halfway mark. So B. Eccles from Simmons. Sophomore English literature and writing major from Vergennes, Vermont. Eccles and Valeria Avila Estrada, look at this. They are stroke for stroke. Avila Estrada in 6, Eccles in 7. It looks like it's Eccles right now. 1:12.63 is the time to beat. She goes a 1:13.49, so it will be Hutchins, the number 1 seed. Valeria Estrada takes second, and Abby Houghton takes third. Houghton, I believe that's pronounced. Abby Houghton. We'll move on to event 12. It's the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Stephanie Beaton checking in. Lots of love from California. You folks in California have had a tough past couple months. Our thoughts are with all of the folks affected by the wildfires out in California. Hopefully better times to come as we move into heat 1 of 2. The men's 100 breaststroke. Eli Buddy from WPI, 1:00.87.
Now swimming in lane 5, Ryan Kim. Lane 6, Eli Buddy. Lane 7, Nikita Ostapenko. And in lane 8, Riken Vinma. Attention coaches and swimmers. At this time, the results are in for event 9, women 50-yard butterfly. Swimming in your B final, Izzy Sharecha, Gloria Sama, Kate Osrowski, Kristen Ottaher, Jenna Silva, Amy Mamka, and Sherry Williams. Swimming in your A final, Brandon Latarno, Anna Kelly, Jonah McGillis, Aliana Nimchuk, Maria Pajderek, Haley Stuck, Camilla Hanna, and swimming in your top seed with a time of 27.69 from Norwich University, Alana Kelleher.
So Buddy takes first, Ostapenko second, Vanema third. Tenna Rogers, can you access the schedule? It is on the GNAC website. So let me give you a link here. Here is a link in the chat to the championships. It has the schedule. It has everything you could possibly want. Just click around. Heat 2 in the water. Evan Chase in 4, Aiden Hebb in 5, Will Thompson in 6, Ryan Ing in 7, Jack Werb in 8. Thompson's the top seed, 59-40. Thompson, a senior. Ocean Rescue Lifeguard from Ungunquit, Maine. His goal is to be on the Maine State Police. I'll tell you, if they have a Marine unit, he'd be a lock because Thompson is cruising here. Aiden Hebb behind him. Thompson came in 59-40. He's going to go out 58-77. So a best time by Thompson. Soft touch by Hebb there, who takes second, and Ing takes third. So Thompson, our number 1 seed. As we move into event 13, it's the women's 200-yard backstroke.
Lane 5, Riley App. Lane 6, Kylie Ferris. Lane 7, Camelia Hanna. Lane 8, Elise Saucy. And in lane 9, Kylie King.
Kylie Ferris from Norwich comes in with the top
Attention
time
coaches
here.
and swimmers. At this time, the results are in for event 10, men 50-yard butterfly. Swimming in your A final, Daniel Conroy, Ethan Weshmere, Noah Lowe, Vinny Velasquez, Alex Carrier, Josh Kelly, Cody Werner, and your top seed with a time of 23:99 from Norwich University, Martin Adalensky.
Farris leading the way, sophomore from Leander, Texas. She wants to be an engineer. Fun fact, she is learning how to play the organ. That's pretty cool. Yes, very. I love going to different arenas and hearing the organ playing. Reminds me of Boston Celtics games. Wow, okay. Fun fact I did not know, Assumption University here in Worcester, they do offer full scholarships if you are a very proficient organ player. Kylie Farris continuing to lead the way, approaching the 150-yard mark. The best backstrokers make it look easy, and when you look at all of these swimmers, they are doing just that. They make it look effortless. Farris, 145.67. Now keep an eye on Camelia Hanna. She's right there from Simmons, a second behind. Larry Riendo checking in from the Mojave Desert. Go Adrian Riendo from Norwich. So Hannah was close, but it looks like Farris is going to hold her off. Faris and Hannah will go 1 and 2 here in heat 1. 221.53 for Faris, 222.61 for Hannah. PRs for both of those swimmers, as well as Susie, who comes in 4th. Looks like looks like lane 3 touchpad wasn't getting good any touchpad data there. So they may have to check the touchpad in lane 3. So we'll move on to heat number 2. Final heat of the 2 back once they Oksana Newell will finish up from Elms. Nice job by Oksana. Look at this. She's going to have a big time drop. Nice job by Newell there. 5 seconds. So Oksana Newell drops 5. As we move on to heat 2 of 2. Folks, I hate to say it, but we're cruising through this program. We still have the 1,000. But, yeah, it goes fast, slow. So when we get to the 1,000. But we're getting there. We're getting there. There are your lane assignments for heat 2 of 2 of the women's 2 back. Top seed Maria Koneva from WPI. Laura Luthi from Simmons, 223.85.
Now swimming in lane 3, Karina Deros. Lane 4, Deanna Parrott. Lane 5, Isabel Ruiz. Lane 6, Maria Caneva.
Kaylin Creel from Norwich, right there.
Lane 9, Emily Faint.
As a matter of fact, it looked like Creel was the leader. She's a senior, continuing to pursue a post-grad commission into the U.S. Marine Corps while working as a patient care technician in Charlotte. She's a biology major from Huntersville, North Carolina, by way of Lake Norman Charter School. Fun fact about Kaylin, she's got a matching bee tattoo with her best friend. So pretty cool there. Laura Luthi from Simmons leading the way. Sophomore exercise science major from Prevenges, Switzerland. So the international flavor is in full effect here. Koneva from WPI, Luthi from Simmons, separated by 11/100ths of a second. $50 to go. Koneva in first, Luthi second. Luthi sitting about 1.25 seconds behind. And it will be Koneva and Luthi, 1 and 2. 2:19. Luthi gets a best time here. 2:20.92. Third place goes to Kaylin Creel. She'll get a best time, 2:27.74.
In lane 6, Maria Caneva.
That'll push us over to the men's 2 back. There will be 2 heats here. So Corneva took first. Luthi took second. Kaylin Creel third. Paro fourth. Faint fifth. Believe it was Karina DeRose in sixth. And about to finish right now is Aria Willie from Elms. She's going to have a best time here. Look at this. She came in with a 4:07. She's going to break 4 minutes. Congratulations to Aria Willie. 3:56.59.
The next event is event 14, men's 200-yard backstroke. There will be 2 heats.
So here we go, men's 2 back. If you're just joining us, we're live at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. It's day 1 of the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships. Alongside Lindsay Bailey on camera, Nicole Miller on production, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions. We'll have all the action for you this weekend. It is our second year doing the GNACs. Had a great time last year, and fortunately, we're asked back to do it again. Mahicek in 5, Sperling in 6, Capon in 7, Kelly in lane 8 here. So right zooms in, left zooms out on that rocker. Sperling leading the way. Capon in second. Kelly third. Heat 1 of 2 here. Then we'll get into the 400 freestyle relays and finish the morning with the 1,000 freestyle. Luke Sperling right now, followed by Chris Capon from University of St. Joseph. Josh Kelly from Norwich in third. Excuse me, it is Capon in second. Not getting any lane data from lane 5. So Mahicek looks like he's actually in second. And it will be Sperling finishing up 2:03.09. Mahicek takes second. Capon takes third. So they're having a problem with lane 5 down there. As we'll move into heat number 2. Here is our top seed, Drew Bilo from Norwich, 157.24. So lane 7 is open. So there is a problem with lane 5, folks. Just so you know, it looks like they're having an equipment problem. It looks the pins are stuck inside where lane 5 plugs in. So we might not have great data from lane 5 or any data. The scoreboard doesn't even have it. That's why we have manual timers down there.
100-yard breaststroke. Swimming in your B final, Jessica Chrisman, Emily Morales, Clarissa Weaver, Izzy Castrillo, Charlotte Doherty, Mason Rogers, and Sophia Nyland. Swimming in your A final, Maria Estrada, Abby Houghton, Julia Long, Sylvia Valeria Avila Estrad, B. Eccles, Olivia Luno, and your top seed with a time of 1:12.63 from St. Joseph's College of Maine, Berkeley Hutchins. The time is now 11:20. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
Drew Bilo from start to finish here. He will be your Heat 2 winner. 50 yards to go. I say that early, but very big lead. Lead is 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 to 8 seconds over Corey from WPI.
Coaches, swimmers, and spectators, please be reminded there is no flash photography allowed anywhere on the pool deck.
Bilo goes 2-0-0-2-1. He'll take first.
Please be reminded to turn that flash off.
Corey takes second. And it will be Nagaraj will take third from Regis.
21 in lane 6, Drew Bilo.
I wonder if they're going to take a break because the relays are not lined up.
Coaches and swimmers,
At this time, we'll be having a 10-minute break. We will be resuming our session at approximately 11:31.
So we'll take this break with them, folks. Once again, we're live at the WPI pool for the 2025 GNAC Championships. We'll be back at 11:31 for the 400 freestyle relays.
at this time the results are in for event 12, men 100-yard breaststroke. Swimming in the early final, Evan Chase, Ryan Kim, Aiden Hebb, and your top seed with a time of 58.77 from Norwich University, Will Thompson. The time is now 11:23. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Attention coaches and swimmers. Please note we have a slight adjustment in our lead lineup. All women's relays for event 17 have been scratched. At the conclusion of the 10-minute break, we will be going directly into event 18, once again, our women's relay, event 17, is fully scratched. We will be resuming our session with event 18, men 400-yard freestyle relay. Attention coaches and swimmers. In regards to tonight's finals event, if you would like to request a walkout song, if you are the top overall seed in your respective event, please come to the announcer's table and file your request. Once again, for tonight's final session, as well as for the remainder of the weekend, if you are the top seed in your respective event into the finals, please come to the announcer's table to make your song request if you so please.
.200-yard backstroke. Swimming in your B final, Aria Willie, Oksana Newell, Vera Rivard, Emily Faint, Indiana Parrott. Swimming in your A final, Kaylin Creel, Elise Sussey, Isabel Berry-Reese, Riley Yept, Camelia Hanna, Kylie Ferris, Laura Luthi, and your top seed with a time of 2:20.63 from the University of St. Joseph, Karina Deros. The time is now 11:30. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Attention coaches and swimmers, at this time the results are in for event 14, men 200-yard backstroke. Swimming in your A final, Josh Kelly, Zach Pfeiffer, Aramen Najiri, Chris Capin, and your top seed with a time of 2:00:21 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo. The time is now 11:31. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Attention coaches and swimmers, we will be resuming our session momentarily. At this time, the competition pool is now closed. We will be beginning with event 18, men 400-yard freestyle. If WPIB and WPIC could please report to the blocks.
All right, we're going right to the men's 400-yard freestyle here. Looks like it's just WPI here, WPIB and WPIC in lanes 6 and 7 respectively. Again, we'll be back tonight.
Event 18, men 400-yard freestyle relay, heat 1.
We will be back tonight for finals. 6 o'clock start time. So we look forward to having everyone that's on now and then some. As we're off here in the men's 400 free relay. WPIB in lane 6, WPIC in lane 7. Again, WPI swimming these events as more of a exhibition and a tune-up for their conference championship, which is in 2 weeks right here at WPI, the GNAC Conference Championship. None of the WPI swimmers will be in finals, so they're not taking any spots away from any of the GNAC swimmers. Just a tune-up and the benefit of being the host school, which this is one of my favorite pools in New England. There are we are very lucky to have a lot of nice competition pools in New England. WPI, Boston University, MIT, Brown University, just to name a few. I know there's plenty of others. WPI is the host to many a championship meet every year. Not only in the college ranks, but also with New England Swimming. The New England YMCA Championships will be here in March. So a lot of fun, a lot of great work done by Coach Paul Bennett and his staff here at WPI. WPIB leads the way. I don't have the names. Sometimes they enter the names of the swimmers, and if they're entered into the system, I can see them, but they didn't enter them, so we don't know who's in the water. We just know it is WPI. Again, at the conclusion of this, we'll move right into the final 4 heats of the morning, the 1,000. And then we'll be back tonight for the finals. WPIB continuing to lead the way. .235.24. 100 yards to go.
Attention coaches and swimmers. At this time, event 5, women's 400-yard IM is officially closed. There are no scratches.
No scratches in the women's 400 IM.
Event
6, men's 400-yard IM at this time is now closed. There are no scratches. Event 7, women 200-yard freestyle is officially closed with no scratches. Event 8, men's 200-yard freestyle is now officially closed with no scratches. And finally, event 9, women 50-yard butterfly is officially closed with no scratches.
328.99 for WPIB.
Summers, please clear.
332.85 for WPIC. As we move into the 1,000
Up next, we
freestyle.
will have event 15, women 1,000-yard freestyle. We will have 2 heats swimming at this prelims session.
There are your lane assignments. Of course, this is
Event 15, women 1,000-yard freestyle, heat 1. Please report to the blocks.
so we're looking for the swimmers here. They're not at the blocks. They should be. A couple swimmers are. But when they do get here, we'll have Jess Merrill in 4,
Once
Kate
again, heat
Ostrowski in 5, Mason Rogers in 6, Vera Rivard in 7, Bridget Davis in 9.
Heat 1.
And here we go, folks. Heat 1 ready to kick off. We'll go in depth with all of these swimmers. Let's start in lane 4 with Jess Merrill
5, Kate Ostrowski.
from Norwich.
6, Mason Rogers.
So Jess is a sophomore from Plattsburgh, New York, exercise science major, an RA at Norwich. Kate Ostrowski in lane 5 from the University of St. Joseph. She's a sophomore from Wyckoff, New Jersey, health sciences major. Fun fact about Kate, she speaks Polish. Mason Rogers from Norwich. First year from Haley, Idaho. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Vera Rivard is from Regis. She's a junior from Springfield, New Hampshire, biology pre-med major. Rounding out the field, it's Bridget Davis from the Monks. She's a sophomore math major from Scarborough, Maine. She is a dual sport athlete at St. Joseph. She's also a soccer player. So there you have it. As we go through the schools, as we watch our swimming here in the 1,000, St. Joseph's College from Standish, Maine, nicknamed the Monks, founded in 1912 by the Sisters of Mercy. Head coach is Jared Felker. Annie Fougere is the assistant coach. Some notable alumni: Andrea Gibson, American poet; Charlie Bush, former Major League Baseball player; and Chris Holt, a Major League Baseball coach. As Vera Rivard, Ostrowski, and Rogers are 1, 2, and 3 right now. Albertus Magnus College from New Haven, Connecticut. They're the Falcons. Founded in 1925 by the Dominican Sisters of the St. Mary of the Springs. Head coach Tatiana St. Just, assistant coach Shannon Quazer. Notable alumni, Brandon McGee, Connecticut State Representative, Stephen Harding, a state senator, and Ellen Bree Burns, a former U.S. District Judge, as Rivard from Regis continues to lead the way. Elms College from Chicopee, Mass. They're the Blazers, founded in 1928. Head coach D'Angela Fobbs. Notable alumni, Joan Hartley, a Connecticut state senator, and Barbara McGann, one of the first women to achieve the 2-star rank in the U.S. Navy. Norwich University in Northfield, Vermont. They're the Cadets, founded in 1819. Head coach Jen Canoyer. Assistant coach Chris Delmas. Diving coach Christian Yoon Thayer. Notable alumni, Edward Brooks, decorated World War I and World War II veteran. Keith Aucoin, former professional hockey player in the NHL. And Mike Brown, a former MMA fighter and head coach of American Top Team MMA. Bet you didn't know that. As we move to Regis College, the Pride. 1927, they were founded by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Boston. Head coach Diana Matthews. Assistant coach Kara Hubster. Notable alumni, Diane Guerrero, American actress. She was featured in Orange is the New Black, Encanto, and Jane the Virgin. Delphine Redshirt is a Native American author. And Elizabeth Frawley Bagley, the U.S. ambassador to Brazil. Vera Rivard continues to lead the way from Regis. Simmons University out of Boston, the Sharks. Founded in 1899. Head coach Michael Proud, assistant coach Natalie Girardi. Notable alumni, Susie Waldman. She is the color commentator for the New York Yankees on the Yes Network. And then rounding out the field here, the University of St. Joseph, from West Hartford, Connecticut. The Blue Jays, founded in 1932. Head coach Alexandra Albert. Diving coach is Christiana Zeppos. Andrew Parisi, graduate assistant. Student manager Logan Greenfield. Men's captain Joseph Guerin. Women's captain Amy Mamika and Juliana Violet. Notable alumni, Johanna Hayes, U.S. Congresswoman, and Barbara Favola, a Virginia state senator. So there you have it. There's the background on those swimming schools that make up the Great Northeast Athletic Conference. We're kind of spread out here. Rivard leading the way. Ostrowski in lane 5 is second. Mason Rogers in lane 6 is third as we get closer to the halfway mark. Darcy Rivard. Vera's mom checking in from Springfield, New Hampshire. Vera's having herself a good 1,000 so far, Marm. 5:50.95 at the 450-yard mark. All right, we got a fun fact. Vera Rivard just returned from Mulvino, Italy, where she swam in the IISA World Ice Swimming Championships for Team USA. All right, Darcy, you got to fill me in. Ice swimming? I don't think I've ever heard of this. Wow, that is amazing. Darcy, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look up the ice swimming. Rivard continues to lead the way. I'm on the webpage right now. So how, Darcy, fill me in the live chat here. How cold, or what's the temperature of the water? Oh, my Lord. The water is under 40 degrees. She swam in 8 events, including the 1,000. Wow. Darcy, Vera should be heavily commended for that. She must be hot in this water, right? And after that, the Ice Swimming Championships representing Team USA. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations to Vera. She leads the way here, again in lane 7. Came in with a time of 13:50.98.
We have some changes to event 13 for the women's 200-yard backstroke for overall seating. Please note this event is not closed, but we do have some changes that we do need to re-announce. Swimming in our B final, Aria Willie, Oksana Newell, Karina Deros, Rivard, and Emily Faint. Swimming in your A final, Deanna Parrott, Kaylin Creel, Ellie Sosi, Isabel Berry-Reese, Riley App, Camila Hanna, Kylie Ferris, and your top overall seed with a time of 2:20.92 from Simmons University, Laura Luthi. The time is now 11:47. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch.
So a few changes there for event 13. Getting back to Vera Rivard with the Ice Swimming Championships, the water must be under 40 degrees. That is, I mean, what's the water temperature in a cold plunge pool? It's not even that cold. And she swam 1,000 in under 40 degree water? Wow, that is wild. I am fascinated by this. I can tell you that part of my break this afternoon will be going back to the hotel and reading and doing research on ice swimming. This is fascinating. I mean, I tried to do a cold plunge once, and I think the water was in like the 50s, and I barely lasted like 2 minutes. Yes, you do have to train for it. That's crazy. So Vera Rivard continuing to lead the way. 750 yards in, 250 to go for the Regis ice swimmer. Kate Ostrowski from St. Joseph, a little under 7 seconds behind. Mason Rogers from Norwich, just over 9 1/4. Darcy's trying to tell me I should give it a try. Darcy, let me ask you, have you given it a try? I mean, it must be super refreshing, but getting your body to keep moving and heart rate and all that with that water, how do you avoid hypothermia? Nicole Miller, my partner here, says you just keep going. And that's what Rivard is doing here. Just to level set, Rivard leading the way, Ostrowski second, Rogers third, Merrill fourth, Davis fifth. Rivard about to check in for the 850. 11:20.18. Ostrowski a little over 5 1/4 seconds behind. Rogers little under 8. So Ostrowski and Rogers are cutting into that time a little bit. Okay, so average temperature for cold plunge is, yeah, when I did the cold plunge, I think it was like 55. Larry's calling me a newbie. He said for new people. I'm a newbie for sure, Larry. 40 to 50 for experienced. Yeah, the one thing I remember about it, it takes your breath away. When you literally get submerged up to my neck, It literally took my breath away. Yeah, ice swimming. Rivard continuing to lead the way here. We're in Heat 1 of the women's 1,000 freestyle. We're having a good chat around ice swimming, in which Vera Rivard, who is our leader here, just recently represented the U.S. in Italy. There's the bell for Vera. I think you should try it, Miller. My partner, Nicole Miller, was a swimmer at WPI here for a year and then transitioned over to the crew team, where she has now had a very successful 3 years or 4? 3. Yeah. So Rivard will finish up. Look at that time drop. Woo! 13:17:70. She came in at 13:50. Ostrowski takes second. Yeah, with a huge time drop as well. The same for Rogers. So our top 3 swimmers logging some pretty serious time drops here. As we move on to Jess Merrill from Norwich in lane 4. May have to try this ice swimming thing. Merrill makes her, what would be her bell turn at the 950-yard mark. Merrill came in with a 15:59 flat. So Merrill is going to drop almost a full, no, she's going to drop over a minute. How about that? 14:56:02 versus a 15:59. So over a minute time drop. I know it's 1,000. That's very impressive. Nevertheless, as Bridget Davis comes in for the 950-yard mark. Come on, Bridget. Bridget's got 50 to go. She came in with the 16:20. I'm pretty sure she's going to drop some time here as well. So that will make all 5 swimmers in this heat of the 1,000 logging best times. 25 to go for Bridget Davis from St. Joseph's. Top of your screen, pink cap going from right to left. And Davis will drop a solid 20 seconds. So nice job by Davis. But it is Vera Rivard, 13:17:70, your heat winner.
Now swimming. In lane 3, Emily Bayer. Lane 4, Ruby Nunn. Lane 5, Christina McCoy. Lane 6, Kylie Etzerer. Lane 7, Anna Callaghan. Lane 8, Emily Roberts. Lane 9, Sophie Oliver. And in lane 10, Sasha Plotnick.
So we are going wide here for this shot. We did lose one of our camera people to class. So we'll go wide here. Emily Bayer in lane 3 from St. Joseph. Ruby Noth from Norwich. Casey McLeod from WPI leading the way in lane 5. Anna Callahan from WPI is in 7. Emily Roberts is in 8. Sophie Olander in 9. Sasha Plotniak is in lane 10. So when we have a distance event without a camera person to follow the action, we typically go wide, and it does help because it's very difficult to track the swimmers once they start to spread out from each other. So to level set here, Emily Bayer in 3, Ruby Noth in 4, Casey McLeod in 5. Lane 6 is open. Anna Callahan in 7, Emily Roberts in 8, Sophie Olander in 9, Sasha Plotniak in lane number 10. Right now it is KC McLeod from WPI in lane 5 leading the way. Anna Callahan from WPI in 7 and 2nd. And in 3rd place right now, it's Ruby Noth from Norwich. McLeod continues to lead the way in lane 5, 550 yards in, 6:23.26. So she's going from left to right. Silver cap, red lettering. Second place is lane 7, so that would be 2 above McLeod, going from right to left right now. That's Anna Callahan from WPI. And third place in lane 4, going from left to right towards the middle of the pool, is Ruby Noth from Norwich Academy. So there is your reset of the top swimmers here as we are in or at the 600-yard mark for our leader, KC McLeod. Just wanted to remind everyone we will be back tonight at 6 o'clock for finals, so make sure you are tuning in and you join us. We are looking for an exciting night of finals here at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. It is the 2025 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships. Joe Walsh, commissioner. Joe's got a great staff. Jannard Jones, Johnny Williamson, who is leading the charge here for the GNAC with the swimming. They do a fantastic job as McLeod continues to lead the way at the 700-yard mark. So 300 to go for McLeod. She's at an 8:20.70. Someone in the stands just yelled out to the pool with encouragement, hurry up. That's an interesting way to get to root on. Hurry up. I guess that works. Ruby Noth has now moved into second. Callahan has dropped into third. So you see them both going from left to right now at the middle of the pool. Noth with the dark colored cap. Callahan with the silver WPI cap. Noth has now moved ahead by about a body length. But it remains KC McLeod from WPI at the 800-yard mark.
10 men's 50-yard butterfly is officially closed. There are no scratches. Event 11, women's 100-yard breaststroke is officially closed. There are no scratches. And finally, event 12, men 100-yard breaststroke is officially closed with no scratches.
McLeod still leading the way here, approaching the 850-yard mark. 10:15.44 for McLeod. Second place looks... we'll have to keep an eye on this. McLeod has really built up a big lead, and I believe it is still Noth, followed by Anna Callahan. Emily Roberts now from WPI moving into that almost a dead tie between Callahan and Roberts in lanes 7 and 8. But it is Roberts who is now slightly ahead. Less than 100 to go for Christina McLeod from WPI. She should get the bell here if the bellman is on track, and he is. There's the bell from McLeod. 50 to go. She will be your Heat 2 winner. And it will be Christina McLeod from WPI taking it in a time of 12:02:51. That is almost a 27-second time drop for McLeod. So nice job by McLeod.
Unofficially taking heat 2 with a time of 12:02:51 in lane 5 from WPI, Christina McLeod.
It will be Emily Roberts from WPI taking second, 12:27. She drops 31 seconds. And Callahan from WPI takes third. Our top non-WPI swimmer is Ruby Noth from Norwich, 12:31:63. Emily Bayer from University of St. Joseph goes 12:41:90. It will be Sasha Plotniak from Elms finishing up in a 12:57:15. And then it will be Sophie Olander. Sophie, come on, Sophie, finish strong here. She's battling against a 13:17. Not going to break that time, but she's going to be pretty darn close. So nice job by Sophie Olander to finish out here.
Swimmers, please clear the pool. The next event is event 16, men 1,000-yard freestyle. There will be one heat.
So our final heat of the morning is a little anticlimactic. It is filled with two WPI swimmers.
Heat 1.
Jake Thomas in lane 5, Jacob Antonovich in lane 6.
Now swimming in lane 5, Jake Thomas, and in lane 6, Jacob Antonovich.
So Thomas in 5, Antonovich in 6. This will complete our morning session once the WPI swimmers have completed here. And we will have a pretty long break. We'll be back tonight at 6 o'clock for finals. So we're almost So it should be an exciting finals. We have Adlianitsky from Norwich University tonight. Should be really exciting. Berkeley Hutchins trying to defend her crown in the 100 breast from last year. So a lot of good, exciting swims we'll see tonight in finals. And my sincere apologies to the Norwich University crew. I don't know why I have been saying Norwich Academy. I don't know if there even is a Norwich Academy. I don't know why
Attention coaches
that
and
was
swimmers,
stuck
at this time,
in my head.
Event 13, women 200-yard backstroke is officially closed.
So my apologies to your amazing university, Norwich University. So my apologies for calling it Norwich Academy. That will not happen again as we continue to watch Antonovich and Thomas battle it out here. Sometimes you just get a mental block. Does that ever happen to anybody? Like with a name, you know the right name, but for some reason you just either call them or whatever the name of something is, just even though you know it, in your head. So again, apologies to all the Norwich University families and fans in attendance here. 300 yards in with Thomas and Antonovich. Antonovich still with the lead over Thomas. We're past the halfway mark here in our final swim of the morning session. For those of you who are local, and I would presume that's a lot of people, although we do have a lot of folks from all over the country. In NBA action last night, Celtics with a tough home loss to the Dallas Mavericks. So the Mavericks trade away their best player, come into TD Garden, and beat the Celtics rather handily. I mean, the final score was not indicative. The lead in that game was in the 20s for the Mavericks. So Celtics still wildly inconsistent here the past couple months. As Antonovich continues to lead the way. And that's all we got. Super Bowl coming up. You know, who you got, Eagles or Chiefs? Coming from a Patriots fan like myself, I find it very difficult to root for either team, but I'd like to protect that Patriots legacy, so I don't think I can root for the Chiefs to get a three-peat here. Even though the Patriots never had a three-peat. They came close. They had a chance, but they weren't able to get it done. So I gotta root for the Eagles. Who you rooting for? We'll have some fun with it on Sunday. We're going to do Sunday, especially during the prelims in the morning. We'll do some Super Bowl trivia. Make it fun in our down times. Antonovich continues to lead here. 300 yards to go. Antonovich clocks in at the 750-yard mark, 8:14.37. Crowd has thinned out a bit here. Crowd wasn't really big to begin with on a Friday. There will be a much bigger crowd here at WPI come Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, even tonight for finals. .150 yards left for both Antonovich and Thomas. Right now it is Jacob Antonovich leading the way. .955.99 for Antonovich with 100 yards left. There's the bell. Antonovich 50 yards to go. Close out our final swim of the morning here at WPI. Again, we'll be back tonight at 6 o'clock. Antonovich looking to close this out here. And he does just that. Antonovich, 10:59.31. Thomas goes 11:00.70. And with that will be the conclusion of our prelim session in day one of the 2025 GNAC Conference Championships. We will be back tonight just before 6 o'clock for day one finals. So for the last time, alongside Nicole Miller on production, Lindsay Bailey, who did camera for us, I am Jeremy Abreu. We will be back tonight. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you for finals.